Right, traders, time to start our live stream. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, and we are live. And I already see so many members watching this trading session live. While all the members are connecting to this live stream, I want to briefly introduce myself first. My name is Vasily. I'm a full-time trader. I'm a trading coach, and in this live streams, I simply want to show you how I trade the market, how I analyze the market, how I trade Forex, how I trade gold, oil, silver, crypto, and I want to show you how I apply my trading strategy. I apply the so-called top-down trading approach, and in my analysis, I analyze multiple time frames, and I analyze the structure, analyze the price action, and I always trade with confirmation. And in this live streams, I will show you what kind of confirmations I am looking for. Also, I will show you how I manage my trades, how I open the trades. Yes, so it will be very practical for you. Moreover, traders, what I want to have here, I want to have a dialogue with you. So during this live stream, we will have a live chat here on YouTube, and in this live chat you can ask me questions. You can ask me to analyze any instrument, any pair for you. You can ask me questions about different trading strategies, about everything about trading, or just about life. So feel free to do that. Don't be shy. Yes, here on the separate screen I have the live chat, and I already see Naomi right here. I see Van right here, Monu, John Pi, Imran, Cupido. So many members already here watching this trading session. Yes, and as you can see, I see your messages. Yes, so I will do the analysis for you. I will do my best to explain to you the things that you don't understand. Also, traders, remember to support this trading session with likes. It really helps and it motivates to do more live sessions for you. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So let's start, traders. To warm up, I wanted to discuss with you dollar yen pair. I wanted to discuss with you dollar yen pair and analyzing dollar yen pair together. I will try to explain to you how exactly my strategy works and what exactly I am looking for interest, what exactly I am looking for when I analyze the market. So let's check. When we apply top-down trading strategy, we always start our analysis with higher time frames. Yes, and 80% of the time, our first time frame for analysis is the daily time frame. Occasionally, we will apply weekly as well, but 80% of the time, even 90% of the time, our main time frame for analysis is the daily time frame. Why daily? Because only daily we can see the global market trend. Yes, we can see where the market is going, but at the same time, we also can see the levels, the points that the price respects. Yeah, so there are two tasks for us to do on a daily time frame. We should identify the current market trend, and we should identify key levels, right? So let's start with the market trend. As you can see, dollar yen pair is trading in a strong bullish trend. Yes, the market is bullish, and you can see that we are growing. Why do we need that? We need that because we always need a directional bias. Yes, we should always know where the market is going, and once we have our directional bias, we can look for points from where it will be safe for us to join the movement. Yes, to join the trend following move. And I want to remind you, traders, that no matter what strategy you trade, trend following is always the best strategy, right? Yeah, you can apply different methods for confirmations, for entries, but following the trend, yes, the probabilities will be always on our side. So we see that the market is bullish, the market is growing, and recently the market set a new high close. Yes, here we got a new high. And from that point, the market retreats. We saw a very nice retracement right here. And even though this last days dollar yen is very bearish, globally we are bullish and we still looking for buying opportunities. Now let's analyze this structure. Let's analyze from where it would be safe for us to buy dollar yen. Take a look what I spotted here on dollar yen. If we take that structure low and draw a trend line, we may spot right here a very peculiar rising trend line. You can see that many times in the recent past that trend line was nicely respected by the market, and we saw quite nice bullish reactions from that trend line. And you can see that just recently, last week, the price tested that trend line again. And of course, from that trend line, we may expect a strong bullish rally, right, traders? So once we identify the point from where we will expect a bullish continuation, then our task will be to look for a confirmation to buy the market from that point. So now our task will be to execute lower time frame analysis and to look for confirmations there. I hope, traders, that you will follow. I hope that everything is clear so far. And remember, if something is not clear in the analysis, always feel free to ask questions. Nice to see Anna right here. Nice to see Sativ. Nice to see Victor. Nice to see Maxime. Nice to see Dan. Nice to see Paul. Padawan says hello from Shanghai. Nice to see you, traders. Thank you. It's so cool that we have so international international chat right here. So we are looking for confirmation at the moment. So let's analyze lower time frames and check how the price reacts to the trend line that we spotted on a daily. Let's start with the 4-hour. Let's start with the 4-hour and let's check what was on the 4-hour. On the 4-hour time frame, you can see how sharply bearish the pair was. But once we touched the trend line, take a look what happened right here. Here we have a perfect example of the so-called rejection. We saw right here a very nice wick. Yes, very long wick. You can see that the market tried to violate that trend line, but then bulls started to push, and you can see how high this candle closed. And definitely rejection candle is a very important bullish clue. But even more clues are on an hourly time frame. On an hourly time frame, traders, take a look what do we have right here. Take a look how the price reacted to the trend line that we spotted in a daily. We got a very strong bearish move. We dropped sharply, and then from here the market retraced. The market retraced, and here we set a low high. Then we tried to break the trend line one more time, but you can see that this time the market didn't even manage to reach a current low. Instead, the price here set a high low. Yes, and then we bounced again. And here, traders, we have a perfect example of the so-called double bottom formation. Yes, and as we know, double bottom formation is a very strong reversal pattern. Yes, and usually we are waiting for its neckline breakout as our trigger to buy. You can see that the price successfully violated the horizontal neckline of this double bottom. The price closed above that, and then we got a retest. And traders, as you know, retest trading is, in my view at least, is the best option to trade the patterns. Yes, so on a retest, you could open a long position, Yes, your stop loss should lie strictly below the lows of the pattern, and your initial target should be the closest strong structure. Yes, and your closest strong structure would be right here. Yes, so that would be your initial target for the trade. And you could also have the second target based on the next strong structure. Yes, our next strong structure is right here. So you can see that here is our trade here on dollar yen. Yeah. So the point that I'm trying to make, traders, is that with the confirmations, we check the reaction of the price to the structure that we spotted on higher time frames, and that reaction we check on lower time frames. Yes, so we spotted together a trend line on a daily time frame. Yes, and then what we did was simply we're monitoring the reaction of the price to that trend line on lower time frames. Yes, and we were looking for proofs that buyers are willing to buy the market. Yes, and here we spotted together this reversal pattern. Nice to see Too Humble right here. Nice to see Ali. Nice to see Mutu. Nice to see Jaco. Nice to see Excel. It's nice to see Sven, Kelvin. Thank you for watching the trading session live, and thank you for asking questions. I already see a question about S&P 500. I see questions about pound, yen, pair, questions about euro dollar. We will take a look at all these instruments together. Yeah, let me know, traders, what do you want me to start with? Are you interested more in euro dollar, pound yen, or S&P 500? Let me know what do you want me to analyze. Or probably do you want me to analyze gold? Let me know in the chat. Also, traders, let me know if you have any questions concerning this trading setup on a dollar yen pair. Then I wanted to analyze with you dollar CAD pair, traders. Yes, because in my view, the situation on dollar CAD right now is very peculiar, and most likely we will see a strong bearish continuation soon. So I really wanted to share with you my analysis on this one. So, and again, traders, we start our analysis with higher time frames. Yes, we start our analysis with the daily time frame. And on a daily time frame, our task is to first of all identify the market trend. Our task is to define whether the market is bullish or bearish, right? And here on dollar CAD, you can see that we are trading in a bullish trend. You can see that the price keeps hitting higher highs and higher lows. And analyzing the higher lows, you can see that right here, the price perfectly respects that trend line. Yes, we have a very strong rising trend line right here that the price perfectly respects and it serves as a very strong support. At the same time, if we analyze the highs, and if we take that high and draw a trend line, you can see that right here we have one more trend line being a very strong vertical resistance. So you can see that here we have a perfect example of a rising parallel channel. And you can see that in the past, each test of the resistance of the channel triggered a strong bearish move, right? And you can see that this time we have a similar situation. Even though the market tried to violate the trend line to the upside, we got a very strong rejection right here, and then bears started to push. And at the moment, you can see that dollar CAD is trading on a very strong horizontal structure support. Yes, you can see that here we have a very strong key level that the market is approaching right now. So even though our global trend is bullish, analyzing the recent reaction of the price to the resistance of the channel, we see that each time once its resistance was reached, the market dropped sharply. The market dropped all the way down to the support of the channel. So we may make a prediction that with a very high probability dollar CAD will drop all the way down to the support of the channel. And it makes us bearish biased, right? We are bearish biased simply because we expect a bearish movement from the resistance of the channel. But what can be our confirmation right here? What could we look for right here to confirm a coming bearish movement? In order to confirm that the market will drop, I would suggest waiting for a breakout of that support. For now, that support is the resort for buyers to buy from, right? For now, buyers are buying from that support. But if we break below that support, it will signify that the selling pressure is very strong. It is very significant. And daily candle close below that yellow structure support will most likely trigger a bearish continuation all the way down to the support of the channel. So on a dollar CAD pair, I would suggest patiently monitoring the reaction of the price to that support and to patiently wait for a breakout, right? And let me add one more thing into the equation right here. The global market trend is still bullish, so bulls may start pushing from that support. If you are bullish, if you want to catch a bullish move on a dollar CAD pair, pay close attention to that resistance. You can see that here we have a very strong key structure resistance, yes, and you can see how nicely the price respects that for now. If the price breaks that resistance to the upside, it will signify that bulls are willing to push, and bullish violation of that resistance will most likely trigger a strong bullish continuation all the way up to the resistance of the channel. Yes, so two scenarios right here. And for now, our confirmation here is the breakout. Yes, bearish breakout of the support or bullish breakout of the resistance. And who knows what will happen right here. Let me know, traders, what are your expectations from a dollar CAD pair? Does it look bullish to you or does it look bearish to you? And I see more questions about S&P and your dollar. Yes, question from Steve about your dollar, and Trade to Travel wants me to analyze S&P, and Kyan wants me to analyze S&P. So let's take a look at S&P 500. Index traders, and let me share with you my thoughts about this one. Here is S&P 500. Let me show you what I see right here. So let's start with the weekly. Yeah, here I would start with the weekly, simply because on a weekly time frame, traders, the market recently reached a very peculiar weekly structure. Yes, you can see that right here. We have a very strong zone of demand that the market reached. And you can see how nicely the price reacted to that support. You can see how nicely we bounced from that support, right? So I assume that from that support, the market can go even higher. Yeah, even though we already saw a very nice pullback, I assume that we can go even to higher structure levels. So let's check what is happening on a daily time frame right now. On the daily time frame, you can see how nicely the market reacted to the upper boundary of the structure that we spotted on the weekly. Once it was touched, you can see that the market bounced immediately. Yeah, and you can see how nicely bulls are pushing the market at the moment. But does it mean that we should buy the market now? Does it mean that we should buy the market from a current perspective? Unfortunately not. Analyzing lower highs on a daily time frame, take a look what I spotted right here. I spotted right here this falling trend line. And you can see that for now, from that trend line, we saw very strong bearish reactions of the price. Yes, you can see how sharply the market was falling from that trend line. And I spotted here one more. We can add here into the equation one more trend line. So you can see that here we have a falling channel. Yes, and of course, while the market is trading within the boundaries of the channel, it remains very bearish for us. Yes, so while it is staying within the boundaries of this one, we remain bearish biased. But if the price breaks the resistance of the channel to the upside, if we close above that on a daily, then we will expect a further bullish continuation, right? And our next resistance and focus will be right here. Yeah. So again, breakout here will be the best confirmation for you, right? For now, you should patiently wait for a breakout. If the price breaks the resistance of the channel, then we will expect a bullish movement. Let me know, traders, if everything is clear so far with the S&P 500 analysis. Let me know, what do you think? And if you want to short, if you are bearish and you want to short S&P 500 index, again, take a look at that structure right here. Yeah, you can see that here we have a very strong horizontal structure support. If the price breaks that support to the downside, it will most likely push the market lower, at least to that support, right? So monitor the reaction of the price to the resistance of the channel and to that horizontal structure support. I assume that right here on S&P 500 we have a contracting decision zone. Yes, the market participants will decide within that zone where to push the market, whether to buy it, to push it higher, or to break that support and push it lower. Yeah, that is my analysis for S&P 500. Let me know, traders, if you agree. Nice to see Christina right here. Question from Christina about euro yen. We will definitely analyze this one. And nice to see you, Christina. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this trading session. And a lot of questions about euro dollar. Yes, as I promised, let's analyze euro dollar. And Amin says dollar yen is forming a bearish pattern though, namely the rising wedge in 1 hour. What do you see, Vasily? I mean, I don't see a wedge there at the moment. If we open an hourly time frame for now, I don't see a wedge there. Yes, according to my rules, to confirm the support of the wedge, I need 3 touches of that. And for now, if we try to draw a trend line, I see the trend line that is confirmed just by 2 touches, and I need 3. Yeah, so for now I don't see a wedge right here. Now let's take a look at euro dollar, traders. Let's check what is up with euro dollar. Here I have my latest structure analysis for euro dollar, and the point is that at the moment, traders, euro dollar is trading between 2 structures. Yes, you can see that even though the market is sharply bearish, even though we bounced nicely from that support recently, at the moment we are trading just in the middle between 2 key levels. And while the market is trading so far from key levels, unfortunately the best strategy for us to follow is to not trade the pair at all, right? I want to remind you, traders, that we always look for trading opportunities only from key levels, right? And while the market is far from key levels, we don't trade. So for now, on focus are the structures. Yes, for now we have a very strong horizontal structure support around 1 level. So far we got a very nice bullish reaction from that structure, and I assume that the retest of that structure may give us a very nice pullback trade. At the same time, here we have a very peculiar zone of confluence, right? The zone of confluence based on the falling trend line and the strong horizontal structure. And we will look for trend following opportunities from that area. And for now, our task is to wait and to watch carefully the reaction of the price to that confluence zone. Yes, because from there we will most likely see a strong bearish impulse. Yes, and once that structure is reached, we will look for a confirmation to short from there. Yeah, and from a current perspective, unfortunately, it is very hard for us to make a forecast, right? You can see that at the moment the market is correcting itself. Yes, you can see that here we have a sideways movement, right? But I assume that quite soon we will reach that resistance. Yes, I assume that buying pressure from that support is strong enough that bulls will manage to reach that resistance. So locally bias is bearish, right? A question from RM about gold. Andre also asked to analyze gold. Chin asked to analyze gold. So many questions about gold. Let me know, traders, if you want me to analyze gold for you. Yeah, if you wish, we can take a look at gold together. And I mean, says T-Bone says, I'm taking notes. You said wedge needs 3 touches to trend line. Yes. The point is that if you draw the patterns based on if you draw the channel, if you draw the the triangle, the wedge based on 2 touches of trend line. Yeah, I just found that such patterns are not reliable. Yeah, 3 touches are better. Yeah, so remember this rule. In my view, it is very efficient. Yes, so please consider that. Victor says, I have noticed that you post quite a few pairs in a week, sometimes even late. Roughly, how does your trading plan look like? How much time do you spend on shorts? So thank you for asking, Victor. So I wake up early in the morning and I always start with my morning with the analysis of my main watch list. Yes, early in the morning I go through my watch list and I check the instruments that are trading on key levels. Yes, I go through the different pairs and I check the instruments that are currently on key levels. If I see the instrument trading on a key level, I flag it. Yes, you can see that here I have the flags. Yes, so I flag the instrument in my watch list. Yes, and during the day, I monitor the reaction of the price to these key levels. Yeah, so during the day, I will monitor the flagged instruments in my watch list. Yes, and I am looking for trading opportunities there. So usually during autumn, spring, winter, I spend my entire day in front of the charts. Yes, starting at 7 a.m. I finish around 5 p.m., 5 or even 6 p.m. And during autumn, winter, and spring, the market is quite volatile, it is quite active, so we see a lot of trading opportunities. But in summer, the situation is a bit different, and most of the time I check the charts in the morning and then I leave. Yeah, so that is what I'm doing. Yes, and I guess that is the best approach to handle a watch list, to scan it in the morning, early in the morning, to flag the instruments to look at, and then during the day just return back to your flagged instruments and to check if there is any confirmation there to open the trade. Yeah. Now I promised you to analyze gold. Let's take a look at gold together and let's check what is up with gold at the moment. I want to remind you, traders, that analyzing the weekly chart together during the last live stream, we spotted together a horizontal trading range. Yes, I want to remind you that here on the weekly we are trading within this horizontal trading range. Yes, we have a very nice and wide range right here. And what do we see exactly right here? You can see that once the price reached the support of the range in the past, we saw very strong bullish reaction from that all the way up to the resistance of the range. And once the resistance of the range was reached, we saw very strong bearish reactions all the way down to the support of the range. And you can see that last week the price reached the support of the range. You can see that we touched the support of the range, we were nicely rejected on the weekly, and we got a very nice pullback. Traders, I think that quite soon we will see a strong bullish rally on gold from the support of that range. Something makes me think that the market may even reach the resistance of the range. Yes, so if you are investing in gold, I would definitely consider buying gold from that yellow support. Yes, it is a very safe point, and it is quite easy here to determine where is your stop loss if you invest in gold. If you want to invest in gold from that support, you simply place your stop loss below the support of the range. Yes, that's it. And here you can have a very, 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 very nice potential return on investment. Yes, it can be crazy. So consider that. But for trading, let's check what is happening on lower time frames. I wanted to show you, traders, a very peculiar thing. If we take that structure high, yes, we can spot right here a very nice falling trend line. And if we take that low, we can spot one more trend line. Let me, by the way, remember from where I was drawing that. I guess from here, I remember that I saw some channel right here. Yeah, even the wedge. I would say that right here on gold, we have a wedge pattern, right? And why that wedge pattern here is so important for us? Because while the market is trading within the boundaries of that wedge, the market remains bearish. Yes, while the market is trading within the boundaries of that wedge, the market for us remains very strongly bearish. But the situation will change dramatically once the price violates the resistance of that wedge to the upside. If we close above that on a daily, if we see the daily candle close above its resistance, it will be a very strong trigger for us to open a swing trade, to open a swing long, yes, expecting a bullish movement to higher structure levels. So for now, traders, on focus is the reaction of the price to that structure, to that falling resistance. Yes, if we break that, then definitely we will buy gold. Also, one more option for us to consider is to wait for an occasional retest of that yellow support. Yes, if the price retests that, definitely from here we'll look for opportunities to buy. Yeah, and I will definitely post an update on my free Telegram channel once I buy gold. Yes, I really want to buy gold from that yellow support. Yes, and I will wait patiently for one more test of that. Yes, to buy with the confirmation. So monitor the reaction of the price to that falling trend line and to that horizontal structure. Let me know, traders, by the way, what do you think about gold? Do you believe that we will see a strong bullish rally from that yellow support? I knew that many of you are very bearish on gold for some reason. I knew that many of you want to short gold. Yeah, I know that there are so many discussions on Reddit that gold is a bubble right now, and it will burst like crazy. So who knows? But if you want to short, I would definitely recommend you waiting for a bearish breakout of the support of the range first. Yes, we will consider gold for shorting only after a weekly candle close below the support of that range. Yeah, so for now, wait and be careful. Key levels, question from T-Bone. Key levels are like resistance support lines on like monthly daily level. Yes, so key levels are the historical levels that the market respected in the past. The levels from where we saw strong bullish or bearish rallies in the past. And we assume that if the price reacted to a certain level in the past, most likely in future we will see a similar reaction. For that reason, key levels are so important for us. Yes, so in my view, by the way, structure analysis is the main part of your analysis. If your structure analysis fails, it doesn't matter how good are your confirmations. Yes, everything starts with key levels, and you will trade the market efficiently. You will trade the market profitably only if you learn how to identify key levels properly. Traders, please don't forget to like this live stream and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to support me with likes because it motivates to do more live streams for you. Then let me know, traders, what do you want me to analyze? Probably you want me to analyze crypto for you or something else. Let me know. Nice to see Cupido. Have you taken any trades this morning? Says Cupido. No. This morning, I didn't open any trade. Yeah, so far, I'm struggling to find any trading setup to trade at the moment. Yeah, so for now, I simply have a lot of flagged instruments in my watch list, but for now, I have nothing to trade at the moment. Yeah, so for now, I am patiently waiting. Let me know, Cupido, if you open any trade. Let me know if you have any active position. Victor says, thank you, Vasily, for your explanation about the trading plan. I learned something from it. Thank you, Victor. Thank you for asking. And a lot of questions about oil. Ali Reza wants me to analyze oil. Yeah, a lot of questions about oil. Let's take a look. And question from Joel about EURDollar. Joel, we already analyzed EURDollar, so please check the recording. So traders, oil. What is up with oil? Let's take a look. Let's analyze this one together. We always start with the daily time frame. Yes, I will always repeat, traders, that our analysis starts with higher time frames. Yes, and on a daily time frame, our task is to analyze the current market trend, is to analyze key levels. So let's start with the market trend. Oil is bullish, definitely. Yes, we are trading in a sharp bullish trend on oil. That is the fact. And recently we saw a strong bearish rally from that resistance. Once the price reached 123 level, we saw a very strong bearish reaction from that. And you can see that the market dropped all the way down to that strong demand cluster. Yes, you can see that here we have a very important zone of demand. And you can see how many times in the past we saw bullish movements from that area. And because the market is bullish, because we are trading in a sharp bullish trend, I assume that the market may start growing from that demand zone again. And what I'm currently looking at here on oil, I spotted right here with my students this falling channel. Yeah, take a look. Here we have a falling parallel channel where the market is trading at the moment. And again, similar to gold, the market will remain bearish to us while the price is stuck within the boundaries of that falling parallel channel. And we will buy oil only after a breakout of the resistance of the channel. So I want you to patiently wait for a breakout first. We need a daily candle close above the resistance of the channel to confirm a coming bullish movement. So monitor the reaction of the price to that. Yes, it is very important right here. Yeah, and alternatively, if the price breaks that yellow structure support to the downside, if the price violates that to the downside, then we will most likely see a bearish continuation. But for now, definitely we are on the bullish side. For now, definitely we are looking for buying opportunities, and for now we are patiently waiting for a breakout of the resistance of the channel. Let me know if everything is clear in my analysis about oil. Let me know if you have any questions about that. Then what else I wanted to discuss with you today? I see a question from John. Hey Vasily, any crypto to watch now? You know, John, I guess you saw how market maker is playing with our predictions on Bitcoin. Recently, the price nicely violated that major structure cluster to the upside, and I was so sure that it is a strong bullish signal. I was so sure that on a retest we will see after retest we will see a bullish continuation. But instead, you can see how easily the price violated that support to the downside. So who knows what will happen? Who knows? But I still remain bullish biased on Bitcoin. You can see that here we already have a minor bullish trend right here. So I assume that after this retracement, we will see a bullish continuation to a new high. So bias is very bullish. And I wanted to show you one coin in my watch list that I'm currently monitoring. XRP. Take a look what I spotted on XRP. On XRP, here on a daily time frame, we got this very strong falling trend line. Yeah, you can see how nicely the price respected the trend line in the past. Yes, we saw very strong bearish reactions from that trend line in the past. And then that trend line was broken to the upside. We got a confirmed breakout, confirmed violation of that trend line. And now the price is retesting the broken trend line. And take a look how the price reacted to the trend line on a daily. Here we formed a very nice doji candle. Yes, very cute doji. So I assume that from here we may see a strong bullish movement on XRP. I assume that from here the market may start growing, right? So pay close attention to that trend line. Yes, I believe that from here we may catch a very nice pump on XRP. For now, monitoring the reaction of the price to that in lower time frames, and unfortunately, I don't see any confirmation at the moment. But pay close attention. Yeah, I guess we will see some confirmation soon. Yes, and I guess XRP may give us a very nice buying opportunity. T-Bone says, subscribe, been following behind the scenes for almost a year. Glad to catch you live. Thank you, T-Bone. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching this trading session live. Now, pound dollar. I saw a lot of questions about pound dollars, so let's analyze the pair together. Also, traders, let me know if you have any questions. Yes, I hope that everything is clear in my analysis, but if not, please ask. You can see that I'm reading the live chat, I'm checking your questions, so if you want to ask me something, feel free to do that. Pound dollar pair. Let's take a look what is up with pound dollar. Traders, the situation on pound dollar pair is very tricky. Yeah, so many factors should be taken here into consideration. And unfortunately, from a current perspective, it is very hard to make a forecast. But still, let me show you what I spotted right here. First thing to note is that pound dollar is trading in a strong bearish trend. Yes, the market is sharply bearish. And trading in a bearish trend, you can see that so far, the pair perfectly respects that trend line. You can see that so far we see very nice bullish reactions from that trend line. What else did I spot here on pound dollar? Here I spotted a trend line. Let me remember where it was. Here we have this trend line. Yeah, very peculiar trend line right here. And it looks like the market here is trading in the falling wedge path, right? Then if we open intraday time frames, opening an intraday time frame, the 12-hour time frame, here on 12-hour time frame, I spotted with my students this head and shoulders pattern. Yes, do you see this inverted head and shoulders pattern? Very peculiar one, right? And here we have its neckline. Here is its horizontal neckline. And what I like about pound dollar at the moment is that the resistance of the wedge that we spotted matches perfectly with the neckline of this head and shoulders pattern. Yes, you can see that the market is currently approaching this very peculiar confluence zone. And if we break this one to the upside, if we violate that, and if we close above that, I assume that it will trigger a bullish movement to higher structure levels. Yes, I assume that then pound dollar will manage to reach at least that resistance and potentially even that resistance. So on focus is that blue area at the moment. You can see that we already see here some breakout attempts of that. So pay close attention. We have a lot of fundamentals this week, a lot of dollar fundamentals, a lot of UK fundamentals. So bullish violation of that neckline will trigger a strong bullish continuation, right? Please consider that in your analysis. But at the same time, the trend on the pound dollar pair is bearish. Yes, we are trading here in a bearish trend. That is the fact. For that reason, we should take into consideration a trend following scenario as well. The market participants may start pushing from that blue zone to lower structure levels. So what should we look for here to short pound dollar? Let me show you what I spotted on a 4-hour time frame. With my students on a 4-hour time frame, we spotted a rising wedge pattern. Take a look, traders. Here we have a very nice rising wedge pattern, and you can see how perfectly for now the price respects the boundaries of that rising wedge. If we break the support of the wedge to the downside, if we close below that, I assume that then pound dollar will drop. Yeah, so you can see, similar to dollar cat, we have two potential scenarios right here. We have a bullish scenario with a bullish violation of the neckline and the falling resistance of the wedge, or we have a bearish scenario with the bearish breakout of the wedge on a 4-hour. Yeah, so let me know what are your expectations right here. Who knows what will happen right here, right? And in such a situation, breakout is the best option, is the best strategy for us to follow. Cupido says markets are super volatile this week. Today is a big day. You see in the news that's coming today. Yes. Just before this live stream, I briefly checked the fundamentals for today, and not only for today, by the way, but for this week. And this week will be very important, traders. We have a lot of fundamentals this week for different currencies, for different countries. So be prepared for volatility this week. Yes, I guess that this week we will see very strong impulses. Let me know, traders, if you have any questions. Let me know if you want me to analyze any pair, any instrument for you. I wanted to discuss with you pound Aussie pair as well. Pound Aussie pair looks very bearish, so I just wanted to discuss with you how exactly we will try to short it. Pound dollar pair. First thing to note again is that we are trading in a global bearish trend. Yes, we are trading in a global bearish trend, and since April the market started to consolidate, the market started to coil, and the price started to respect this rising trend line. Yeah, you can see that we got very nice bullish reactions from that trend line in the recent past. But recently the price violated that trend line to the downside. We closed below that trend line. And now you can see that the market is preparing to retest that. Also, looking left, here I see a very nice horizontal structure. Here I see a very strong horizontal resistance. So you can see that here we have a very peculiar zone of confluence on a pound Aussie pair. Yes, here it goes. Very nice confluence area right here that the market will approach soon. So our task will be, first of all, to let the price retest that blue area. Yes, we should patiently wait for the test of that blue area. And then within that blue area, we'll look for a confirmation to short pound Aussie, right? Watch the reaction of the price to that blue area. Look for confirmation right here. And once we see a confirmation, we will short pound Aussie expecting a bearish continuation. Once I spot a confirmation, I will definitely post an update for you on my free Telegram channel. Yes, and I want to remind you that for us, the confirmation is the reversal pattern that is formed on intraday time frames, preferably on a 4-hour or on a 1-hour time frame. Nice to see Ashish right here. Question from you about dollar yen. My friend, we started our today's live stream with a dollar yen pair, so please check the recording. And question about Nasdaq. I already saw a lot of questions about Nasdaq, about US 100. So let's briefly take a look what is up with Nasdaq. To be honest, on this one I'm very bullish. Yes, you can see that here we have a perfect example of a bullish accumulation. You can see that here the price was setting high lows, equal highs on it daily. And the price formed right here a bullish triangle. Yes, very cute bullish triangle right here. And recently the price broke the resistance of the triangle to the upside. We got a daily candle close above that. Yes, and now we see its retest. So at the moment I am looking for buying opportunities on US 100. I believe that quite soon we will see a strong bullish continuation right here. So at the moment I am patiently monitoring the reaction of the price to that trajectory on lower time frames. Yes, I'm waiting for a confirmation to buy. For now I don't see a confirmation, but let's pay close attention to US 100 because I guess soon we will see the confirmation. Yes, and bias right now is very bullish on the index, and I assume that soon we will retest that local high. Yes, and then I guess we may even reach that high. Yeah, so outlook is very bullish. Then I saw some questions about pound yen pair. Yeah, let's take a look at pound yen. What is up with pound yen traders? Here is our pound yen pair. You can see that, by the way, in my watch list, pound yen pair is flagged, right? So it means that I see something right here. What I see on pound yen is a very nice falling trend line. Yeah, you can see that here we have a very strong falling trend line that was respected 3 times in a row by the market. And now we are closer and closer and closer to that trend line. I assume, traders, that we may see a bearish reaction from that trend line again. So I will patiently wait for the test of that trend line. And then from here I will look for a confirmation to short. Now let's check if we have something to watch on lower time frames. On the 4-hour time frame, analyzing a price action, take a look what I spotted. Here we have a very strong bullish impulse, and then we got a retracement with the high value. If we take that bullish impulse and project it from the completion point of that retracement leg, here we have a perfect example of a harmonic ABCD pattern, right? So that is a very important point of confluence, right? Confluence between the completion point of a harmonic ABCD pattern and the falling trend line. So pay close attention to that yellow box. I guess from there we may see a strong bearish movement. Yes. Alternatively, by the way, if the price breaks that trend line to the upside, if we close above the trend line, ideally it may push the market higher to higher structure levels. Then question about EURUSD pair from Bostjan Petkovsek. Sorry if I'm reading your name incorrectly. Let's take a look what is up with EURUSD. Very peculiar situation with EURUSD at the moment. The point is, traders, that if we open the weekly time frame, EURUSD is currently coiling around a major weekly structure support. Yes, on the weekly, you can see that here we have a very strong horizontal structure, and market is coiling around that structure. First thing to note is that if we close below that structure on the weekly, it may trigger a strong bearish rally. It may trigger a strong bearish continuation. Yes, so monitor, because the market is so sharply bearish at the moment, bearish violation of that structure may push the market much lower to lower structure levels. But while the market is trading above that structure, we still remain bullish biased. And for now, within that area, I would look for a pullback trade on EURUSD. Yes, pay close attention to that yellow box. I guess buying volumes will accumulate within that box, and from here we may see a pullback. Yes, so watch carefully. Let's take a look at what we have in lower time frames. On the 4-hour time frame, we have the trend line, for example, right? And here we have one more. You can see that here we have a falling wedge. So if the price breaks the resistance of that wedge, it can give you a signal to buy. Or if we open even lower time frames, if we open an hourly, let's check if we have something right here to watch. Nothing here to watch. Yeah, so for now, if you want to catch some intraday trade, I would suggest patiently monitoring this falling wedge pattern and wait for a bullish breakout of its resistance. Yes. Shahid asked to analyze pound dollar and euro dollar. My friend, we already analyzed gold, pound dollar, euro dollar, so please check the recording. Please check the recording. Question from Lila about natural gas. Traders, have you seen what happened with natural gas recently? Again, the prices there skyrocket. Yeah, you can see that here. From the beginning of July, we got 73% growth. Yeah, that is crazy. And at the moment, natural gas is approaching current highs, right? Here we have our current year's high. And something tells me, traders, that with a very high probability, the market will violate that high to the upside. I assume that the market will manage to break that. I guess we will most likely set a new high close. And then the next goal for buyers will be 10 level. Yeah, because 10 is a very nice psychological number. Yeah, so be prepared for a bullish breakout. Yes, I know traders, that many of you want to short from current highs. I know that many of you want to sell that yellow box, but unfortunately remember that our global trend is bullish. Yes, we are trading a global bullish trend, so the market can easily break that to the upside. In a bullish trend, the price always tends to set new highs. Yeah, so be prepared for a breakout again. Yeah. And a question from Christina about euro yen. Sorry, Christina, that I just noticed your question about euro yen. Let's take a look together what is up with the euro yen pair. Euro yen pair is currently ranging, right? Here is our current horizontal trading range on euro yen. Yes, and you can see, Christina, that we are closer and closer to the support of the range. So what I would suggest you now, I would suggest you patiently wait for the test of the support of the range to buy the market from the support of the range. Yes, for now, don't trade. For now, we are trading quite far from key levels here on euro yen. Yeah, for now, the safest point to buy from will be that yellow box. So patiently wait for a test of this one, and there look for a confirmation to buy. Richard says shorting gas would be crazy. I do agree, Richard, that it would be crazy, but I constantly monitor investing.com trading ideas. I constantly monitor the analysis of different authors on TradingView, and for some reason, so many people say that it would be reasonable to sell natural gas. I don't know why. I don't know why they are planning to go against the trend. Probably they won't trade. They only will post the analysis, but they won't trade. I guess that is the only reason. But for those who will trade natural gas, don't sell it, traders. Yes, it is very risky. Very risky. Most likely you will lose shorting natural gas. So be careful. And questions about US 30, about Dow Jones. Let's briefly take a look what is up with Dow Jones traders. So on Dow Jones, similar to S&P 500 index, we are currently testing that falling trend line. Yes, we have a very strong falling trend line right here that the market is approaching right now. And for now, I would suggest waiting for a bullish breakout of that trend line to the upside. I would suggest waiting for a daily candle close above that trend line to confirm a violation. And only when we have a daily candle close above, we will expect a bullish movement to that resistance. Yes, so breakout right now is the best strategy to follow. Alternatively, traders, if you want to short, I would suggest waiting for a bearish breakout of that yellow structure support to the downside. Yes, if we close below that yellow structure support, then the pair will most likely drop. Let me know, traders, if everything is clear in my analysis. Let me know if you want me to analyze any pair, any instrument for you. Also, traders, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like this live stream. It motivates to do more live sessions for you. Let me know, by the way, in general, what do you think about this live stream? Are you enjoying that? Probably. What would you change in this live stream? Let me know. Let me know. Your opinion is very important for me. So please share your feedback. I truly appreciate that. And I saw a question from 10 Minutes of London, live only, says, CAD Yen, please. Let's take a look at the CAD Yen together. And let's see. So CAD Yen pair. Let's take away all the drawings. On a CAD Yen pair, the market recently formed a symmetrical triangle on a daily. Right, we got a very nice symmetrical triangle right here, and the market was contracting within the boundaries of that triangle. And then you can see that the resistance of the triangle was broken to the upside. And what do we know about the symmetrical triangle? Symmetrical triangle is a classic indecision pattern, and the side of the breakout most likely shows the future direction of the market. And we got here a bullish breakout of a triangle. So after its retest, we expect a further bullish continuation. Yes, you can see how nicely the price reacted to a broken resistance of the triangle, and I assume now the pair will keep growing. So bias here is very bullish. John Smith says, what are your thoughts about New Zealand Swiss? Let's take a look at New Zealand Swiss and analyze this one together. On the New Zealand Swiss pair, I am very bearish. Let me show you why. First of all, on a daily time frame, we are trading in a bearish trend, right? We are trading in a strong bearish trend, and the market is falling like crazy right here. And reaching that structure level, the market retraced. We got a very nice correctional movement right here, and you can see that the price managed to test that key horizontal structure resistance. Yes, we got a very strong key level here on the left that the market reached, and from where the market was nicely rejected. And then analyzing how the price reacted to that structure on lower time frames, you can see, traders, that the market broke a support line of that rising wedge pattern. Yes, we got here a very nice rising wedge, and you can see that the price managed to violate its support to the downside. Yes, then we got quite deep retest of that, and now the market is falling, and I would expect a further decline on the pair. I believe that the pair will keep falling, right? So the outlook here is very bearish. So I guess that is the great moment for us to finish this live session. Yes, we got a very nice discussion today, traders. Yes, we analyzed gold together, euro dollar, we analyzed major indexes together. We analyzed a lot of financial instruments, and you asked a lot of very good questions. Yes. Let me know, traders, when do you want me to do the next live session? Let me know what do you want to see on the next live session. Please share your feedback. Also remember that if you want more live streams, if you want me to do more live streams for you, don't forget to check my premium educational group, because there I do such live trading sessions on a daily basis. Thank you so much for being with me today, traders, and good luck.